you can film. If I can get Hannah Lowther in the thumbnail, then...
Can you work out why he's a wonky whore?
Yeah. He's not been paid.
Is it you?
Oh, I think that might have been him. It still looks... I don't know if
No!
it's my eyes.
Um...
I haven't got my glasses on. I was like, I can't see a fucking thing. Just ain't got my fucking glasses on.
What the actual flying fuck? That's not how tripod should work. No, you are still wonky. No, you're fully sorted. And you're... Why?
Fucking wonky donkey.
No, that is wonky, but I can't work out why, because
Is
those
it?
two are fully Yeah, that is wonky.
Oh, it is wonky.
Why? Right, what I'm gonna do, right, is I'm gonna descend all of
and then
them.
extend.
All of them.
Bear with us.
And it'll work completely fucking normally, and it'll really fuck me off.
Admin time, everyone. Admin time. Hello, everyone.
Oh,
You're
sorry,
right.
yeah.
How you doing?
Right,
Hello.
okay.
Right.
Whoop whoop.
Audio description, they've all been de-extended, they are now being extended.
Thank you.
Leg 1 is extended, leg 2 is extended, leg 3 is extended. Now, if this is still wonky, then I'm baffled.
Yes!
It is.
That is still...
How the fuck is it still wonky?
Well, I can fix it, but...
Yeah. Just a bit baffling.
Just kind of pissed me off a little bit.
It's kind of grinded my fucking gears, if nothing else.
Nothing on an end has fallen off it. Thing? No.
How
Are you
very-
vaguely level now?
Vaguely. But then are we vaguely level? No. When are we level?
Well, hello and welcome to... Hello and welcome to the Slightly Wonky Podcast. I am James, the nerdy Brit fucking Skinner.
I'm Fraser Oliver, bloody Oliver.
How are you, Fraser?
Hello,
Fraser
how you
Oliver?
doing? How's life?
Oh, good. Well, no, I've got some complaints, which I'm going to make. You know, the complaints I was telling you about earlier?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
really good podcast content.
But, we are recording this very in advance. We've done well.
Yes.
We're recording this on a Tuesday.
You're off practically on your fucking hommybobs.
Yeah, little hollybobs tomorrow. See SpongeBob the Musical. I'm so excited to see SpongeBob the Musical.
What? Give me your top 5 favourite things to do in Plymouth.
Nando's.
Yeah.
Shakeaway.
Yeah.
That obscure nerd shop where I found like 4 Muppet things.
Yeah.
B&M Bargains.
Yeah.
Is there one more?
Yeah. I said SpongeBob.
Fucking
Probably get away with SpongeBob.
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 If not SpongeBob, HMV.
Oh no, HMV's a bit overpriced. I'm getting a bit bored of
It is overpriced, but I think
it's a bit fun. I just love going to try and find the exact same CDs as I've already found in
It
there
is
previously. It's really good bands.
I do like Shakeaway though. I am very excited for Shakeaway. I do also need some new shoes on the Apple front.
No,
my Vans have had a bit of a meltdown.
No, I haven't.
The Vans,
got
I thought
working
Vans
shoes.
were meant to last quite long.
Oh fuck that! Mine haven't. When? Because I bought those
We bought
grey
them at the same
Vans.
time.
Are you replacing your fucked ones?
Sorry, shoe talk. Look at that. Look at that.
Right, but
Look at that, and then look at that.
How's your heel?
It was fine.
No, as in.
I was.
See, mine.
It's fine.
That's gone.
It's just hit. What is that? We bought these. When did we buy these in Plymouth? It wasn't that long ago
I think
for
I'm
shoes.
talking 8. It was the trip before last.
It
I
was.
believe.
So, which isn't that much for shoes.
No.
And for how expensive Vans are, I'm fucking disappointed.
To be fair, I might have to go to Plymouth anyway myself, which you're more than welcome to come to, just in case we do get those dates for that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Which I definitely can't talk about on here.
No.
Definitely won't. Yeah, I kind of just need a couple of clothes. I'll probably have to buy shoes and that as well. God, I'm going to be poor. Really, really poor.
Poor James. No money. What are your complaints? Let's have a rant. Give us
So
a rant,
I was
James.
at so the reason why we're recording this stupid fucking time.
It is. It's like what?
Like,
9
let's
o'clock?
face it, if it
10
wasn't for
o'clock.
Plymouth, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
No, we would have been doing this on Friday, maybe even Saturday.
But like, no, but during
Is
this
this
time,
the
as
latest
well.
we've recorded a sober podcast?
I think so.
We've recorded a tipsy one at like.
It's not like I can
but-
supplement some caffeine in to help me either.
No, it's
Just
water
water.
time. But I will have some a sweet treat for you in a minute, which is I need your opinion. You'll be the official adjudicator of this.
Okay,
We'll get to that.
I'm excited for this
But
segment.
what is your?
So, actors among you. Now, I think there are a few actors that
Yeah.
do watch this podcast. Honestly, like, just some people that know me in real life that are watching this, please text me and let's have this out because I need some actors to bounce off mentally.
Or even in the comments.
in the comments.
Just let us.
Because, right, how do you feel about directors. Now, let me clarify. That was very Stephen Bartlett, wasn't it?
Was.
You say, I love how it was like in our podcast when I was just like, depression.
Yeah,
that
was
or
good.
what, I can't remember what the word
was. It gay? It was something to do with gay, I think.
Sexuality.
That was it.
But, so I am currently
reference.
working on a play, and I've got a director who most of all can be lovely, but a nitpick I've got to have about the bloke is if there's something that he doesn't like, he nitpicks everything. For example, a couple of times today in tonight's rehearsal, which is why we're recording it so late, another reason, what is that whistling? Can you hear the whistling?
Yeah. It's just Hoover. I don't know Hoover.
Well, that's mildly stressful. So, for example, a couple of times tonight, he was directing me of where my eye line should be. And, I was looking out. So, no, look at her. And I'm like, bro, I understand that is the decision you would make, for example, if you were acting this scene. At a certain point, I've got to be allowed... as well, especially having since done paid work... I feel like I've gained this not lackadaisical, but a bit more of a carefree approach to Amdram. I want to do Amdram to have some fun and play and not be told exactly what to do like you might be told in a professional setting. Professional is completely different. My God, I'm making a choice, especially because then I felt like a couple of times tonight, for example, I was making a choice that he'd told me to make rather than I'd told to make, and therefore
You're just not in it then.
It felt more wrong.
Yeah.
It didn't feel
Well, it doesn't
natural
feel
because for me,
natural.
I was making the wrong choice.
I think it gets to a point where you're not a puppet. Like, a director can only tell you so much. Part of the actor's job is to look at a character, look at the scene, look at the scenario, and go, "This is how I think they'd react," and that is your choice. Like, a director can't literally be sat in your shoes and go, "Oh, this is where you move your left hand." It's like, obviously tell me where I'm standing and what's going on. If I need to move a prop, fine. But don't be telling me, "Oh, look over there, look here, then look there." I'm like, no, because then I'll be literally doing it on the line. And it's going to look so unnatural.
But then you'll also work with some directors, like the director who is lovely, I love her, but who I work with during our uni play. Very little direction in that kind of way. You'd go through long chunks of text, and very little would be said.
So you're just sort of...
And those different directing styles are very hard to keep up with, and I have to admit, a balance between the two would be nice. I can't remember.
You finished a sentence really eloquently when we finished that clip, and I can't remember what sentence it was. You made sure to finish your sentence.
But in the meantime, we've been given chocolate from Namaste. Is it literally just chocolate, bro?
Nepalese and Indian cuisine.
I don't think the chocolate is going to be Nepalese.
No, I think it's just going to be dark.
I have to admit, she brought home some leftovers.
Oh, it's milk chocolate.
And she brought home a sagaloo. I've never had a sagaloo before.
It was sagaloo, was
No,
it?
it was lamb sag.
Lamb sag.
Same fuckers.
It's not.
They both got sag in
Sag
them.
means spinach, so it's just lamb and spinach.
Wait, what?
Sagaloo is spinach with potato, because aloo is potato.
What's that? What, like a vegetarian?
Yeah.
What's the point then?
Oh, it's minty chocolate, like an after eight.
But yeah, we can talk
Wow.
now. It's all good. I had to edit something out because someone said something.
Not going to name names.
What a twat.
Twatty.
Fraser, you've got another interesting segment to introduce.
We have more food. We need a lot of food. Now,
I haven't even had my fucking dinner yet.
we both like the Little Bakery. Incredible place. And the Toffee Yum Yum is the king of the Little Bakery. I'm in Asda, and I come across these, James.
Ooh.
Toffee Yum Yums. Now I'm like, I think these were what, $1.75? I don't know how much a Little Yum Yum is.
Now,
and what's
I
more
think
cost-effective
a Little
here.
Yum Yum is, I would estimate, around 60 pence.
But my thing here is that Toffee Yum Yum from Lidl is bigger than these Toffee Yum Yums. But if these Toffee Yum Yums are okay, cost effective, I can tell you they're not okay. I've tried one, as you can see.
Yes.
You are welcome to try one. I'd like your full review.
Okay.
Because it looks like, I was like, you know what, this looks like a solid Yum Yum. Are you going to say yum followed by a second yum?
Well,
Oh.
I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I
can.
presume we're going because that's just
Pastry.
that's just bread.
At the moment, it's a baguette.
It doesn't actively describe itself as a toffee yum yum.
It says sweet and tasty toffee yum yums.
Does?
It says sweet and tasty, and then under it, it did say somewhere. Oh, it was on the label. They
Okay.
had like a massive stand. They said toffee yum
Because
yum.
that
I
is a
think-
yum yum.
I
That's
think-
not a toffee yum yum.
I think they
and
were
it's barely a
trying
yum
to
yum at that.
trying to fight Lidl because they had it on a massive stand that was like toffee yum yums, and I was like, okay. But there's one glaring problem with these toffee yum yums, James.
I don't taste toffee.
There's no toffee.
It's a yum yum.
And there's no toffee on the inside.
Right. Oh, no, yeah, that's what's there. Fuck.
That's what's missing. Is there's no like the little toffee yum yums have like a toffee like sauce in the middle. There's none of that here. It's just bread with a bit of toffee. You
Can
can't
I-
taste the toffee.
Ask you
Yeah.
for a pass.
Yes.
That pass would be a Tory pass.
Okay.
Do I have the
Yes,
Tory
you do.
pass for the next 30 seconds?
You do.
Good. Me and my dad.
Yes.
What did you say? Sorry.
I said, "Where's this going?"
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you were rescinding the Tory pass.
No, dude,
But
you have
need
the Tory, pass. I
pass.
just don't know where this is going. and I'm
So
a bit
me
scared.
and my dad, for the space of about 3 years, popped to Waitrose Cafe quite consistently.
Was this because of the free coffee thing?
Yes, it was because of the free coffee thing. Because you got a free
That's so
coffee at
good.
the start, and then they transitioned it to you get a free coffee when you get a cake. So what we'd do is my dad would get the coffee, I would get the cake. And I think
Good.
about this because on a yum yum front, they used to have a butterscotch. Scotch? Scotch! Can't! They used to have a butterscotch yum yum, which wasn't like inside, but like flavoured like buttercreamy kind of stuff on the top. With like these like nuts on the top as well.
If there's anything I love, it's nuts on the top, James.
And no, you're taking the piss, but it's really good.
It does sound really good.
It was really fucking good. I
Butterscotch is
kind
an
of want to
underrated
enter a
flavour.
Waitrose just to see if they have one.
Should we do it? Mab go Waitrose. Sorry, butterscotch is a
Um,
severely underrated flavour.
Right. 3 likes by the time the next podcast goes out, and I'll check this, and we will do Mad Go to Waitrose.
You're in Truro, aren't there?
Yeah.
Up by
like 20-minute drive?
up by Hobbycraft.
A bit
and that.
further beyond the.
It's like if you go
main
where
town
Hobbycraft
centre.
is, like
Yeah.
round Tanuki, it's up there. We'll do it. But how out of 10, how would your toffee yum yum?
Oh, 0, because it's not fucking toffee yum yum. It's like not, is
Okay,
it?
how would your yum yum?
Like a 6, but I am also fucking starved. So, you know, swings
Well-
and roundabouts. Would it be weird, you know you just donated me that rice? Would it be weird if I had that for breakfast?
No, no.
No,
A lot of cultures have rice for breakfast.
What are
Yeah.
you going to have with it?
No, I
Egg.
want to like fry it with some
Like
egg,
scrambled egg.
maybe do some
Oh.
spinach. I could whack some my sausage in
You
there.
have like a breakfast fried rice. Egg and sausage fried rice. That is just breakfast fried rice.
Yo,
my
I
God,
am
we've created
going
something
to
amazing here.
be flying before pirates.
Now, James,
None of that, Jess.
this has been a very food heavy podcast, so it's going to keep going.
course
I've
it
got,
will.
I've got 3 notes.
It's just been a heavy podcast in general. Way!
I've got 3 notes.
sorry.
2 of which are about food. Now, at Joseph, me and Nova were having a chat
Okay.
about jam. This was brought up briefly last night when we went to see the Barbie movie for the second time. And I was basically saying, this all started from me saying that marmalade is basically orange jam. To which Nova had a breakdown and was like, no, it's not, it's completely... Am I being stupid here or is Nova? Because I said, right, I'm going to bring this up on the podcast, and because to me, marmalade is literally orange jam, no?
Right, here we go. Because I'm not a 70-year-old fucking man, have never had marmalade. Therefore, I can tell you, I'm not sure why I'm saying it in this voice.
I'm enjoying it.
Fucking hell, the yum yum's coming back.
Yeah,
I can, in theory, yes, it's just orange jam. In practice, I don't know, because I'm not a Tory whore.
I mean, I think people just have it on toast. And at that point, it's just jam
No,
But
don't
it's
you
a
whack it in
strawberry.
a sandwich like the like Paddington?
Like Paddington Bear. I guess if you're a bear from Peru, maybe you do.
I
have it in a
can't
sandwich.
believe the fucking mum isn't coming back for Paddington 3.
I know.
Fuming.
I'm so.
I know.
I know. I'm so.
Have you not heard this?
No.
Sally Hawkins
No,
is
it's
coming back.
ridiculous.
This is how you tell me.
Because
I think they're recasting.
they are.
Because they have obviously Hugh Bonneville wants to come back and they
Of
can't.
course he does, because he can understand a great piece of
You can't
media.
recast her, kill her off.
It's a Paddington film. You can't just kill her off.
They did it in Mary Poppins too. They killed off Ben Whishaw's wife.
Yes, but we don't talk about Mary Poppins Returns. We never talk about Mary Poppins Returns.
It's like Bruno. We don't talk about it.
Exactamundo, a word I've never used before and never will again. Bellissimont, you should write that down.
I am really upset that she's not coming back because Paddington, I think is one of the most. Like, it's such a good film.
I just love Matt Lucas and Peter Capaldi never interacting, but both being in there. I love Series 10 banter.
Yeah. Comedy. But honestly, Ben Whishaw as Paddington, great cast. Well
Fantastic.
done. Sorry, the emotional roller coaster of Uncle Pastuzo dying in like that. Like, spoilers for Paddington, dying in like that massive earthquake, and Aunt Lucy being like, "It's okay." But look, Jesus Christ!
It's when
emotional.
Aunt Lucy comes to the door in the second one.
Oh, don't! I lost my shit.
I don't cry at films.
No, that got me.
I'm trying. Right, what films have I cried
Okay.
at? Paddington 2.
Should we go through? Should we go one by one and we'll see?
Because I can.
Right.
Right now, I can only think of 3.
I
No, 4.
cried. Paddington 2.
Paddington 2.
Kingsman Golden Circle when Merlin died.
And
In
cried.
cinemas. In cinemas, that fucking destroyed
So
me.
it's the best. It's
I'm
one of my
afraid-
favourite cinematic scenes of all time.
I'm afraid it did make me
Be afraid of
maybe
something.
ball my. That was got me. Okay, I must think of some more. What was your first? You said 4.
I can think of 4. Paddington 2. About Time makes me cry.
Shit, yeah.
Pretty much every time. Fuck you, Richard Curtis. And I think you'll back both of these. Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4.
Yeah. The ending of I saw Toy Story 4 in cinemas with the legendary Paul. And honestly, the ending of Toy Story 4 when they're like to infinity and beyond, they're driving, I was like, you can't. To be fair, I was crying within the first like 5-10 minutes. Because it was honestly the overwhelmness of like RC, even though I know he didn't die, RC like fighting in the drain like the pouring rain. And then the whole scene with Bo Peep under the car. And then like I was like, yeah, say what you want about Toy Story 4. There were emotions in that film.
Do you know what? Do you know why Toy Story 4 is such a good film?
Go on.
If I fucking hated Gabby Gabby.
Oh, Gabby.
And the fact that scene made me cry. Me,
Yeah.
who's only cried at what I can work out to be 4 films. Toy Story 4 is the only film that has made me cry at 2 separate points. AKA, I was crying at Gabby Gabby, pulled myself together, and then the ending. It's not like Toy
Story 3 was like
I never cried at the compactor scene because
What did you cry about Toy Story 3?
the ending, the very ending, the so long.
Yeah.
Like people say, oh yeah, we cried in the furnace. They're not going.
That's the
They're
thing.
not going to
That was
end
my-
the film at the fucking furnace.
That was my
you
problem
tit.
with that film, with that particular bit, wherever, because that is like, if you say to someone, name an emotional Pixar moment, they're either going to say the first 10 minutes of Up, or they're going to say that scene from Toy Story 3. And I'm like, this is a Pixar film for children. They are not going to either end the film there or kill off the cast of Toy Story. They're not, are they? Because they like money. But that scene where they leave them with Bonnie and Andy drives off, I was like, well, this is actually happening. Like, there's no saving from this. This is actually what's going on.
I mean, not only is Pixar responsible for half of my tears when watching films. Bear in mind, to be fair, I don't actively choose to put on sad films.
Yeah,
I think Marley and Me got me when I was a kid.
No, yeah.
But I'm also, Pixar as a studio is probably also responsible for like the most like, I'm close, like I'm tearing up.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking End of Monsters Inc. I'm talking Inside Out. I am probably talking the
Inside
first
Out
bit of
got
that.
me, actually.
I'm scared for Inside Out too.
I'm not excited for it. I'm gonna be
I will
completely-
be going to see it.
Well, obviously, I'll be going to see it. That doesn't mean... I went to see Multiverse of Madness. But yeah, Inside Out 2 is going to be
You were good.
a thing.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, and it's going to be in cinemas. It's going to be a film.
I'm weirdly excited for the Marvels.
I'm really excited for the Marvels.
The problem is when I watched it, I had Zaf next to me, who you will meet in a couple of weeks, hopefully.
You will. That's gonna be a great pod.
Who was just like, Marvel humor.
And he's got a point. Like,
it was where we were watching the bringing it back to Paddington, the Wonka trailer, which I think, yes, the more I see that Timothée Chalamet performance, the more I'm a bit like, oh, have you fucked it here, boss man? But the film looks so
this is the problem.
Charming.
Like the whole part of, like, yes. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, he's not that bad. When I've been to cinema quite a lot recently, and I've rewatched the trailer a couple of times, and it's been like, the specific bit that's on TikTok, the like reverse hit, scratch, or whatever, I'm like, yeah, it's not good. And yes, it's a bit cheesy, it's just a bit, feels slightly soulless at points.
No,
but the rest
it's
of the
feel
film,
good.
But the rest of the film looks so, like, if you take Timothée Chalamet away, that whole film looks so like, it's wanky in it, but like you said, it just looks charming. It looks really whimsical. I'm like, it's a musical. It's got musical numbers in it. I'm so excited for it.
And it's also it feels like a quintessentially British cast of like,
oh, it's great.
Characters.
Like Rowan Atkinson, fucking Matt Lucas, Hugh Grant,
Olivia Colman, bloody
the
back.
guy from Downton Abbey pops in.
Oh,
like the cast is just insane. Keegan-Michael Key pops in, which is a very strange choice. And I'm like, okay, that's Keegan-Michael Key.
At this point, I think if Keegan-Michael Key shows up in a film, it immediately makes the film seem like a 6.5 out of 10 film.
Get Out.
Was Keegan-Michael Key in Jordan Peele film?
No, it's Jordan Peele, isn't it?
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Daniel Kaluuya?
I always forget Keegan-Michael Key's in Toy Story 4.
Yeah,
he's
is.
ducking.
Fucking ducking. Oh!
Ducking Buddy.
Oh, there's a link.
Keegan-Michael Key. That's it.
Oh,
I was like, there must be a link there.
right.
Because I said it before my brain thought. And I was like,
Yes.
why did I say that? But it's Key and Peele and they're Ducky and Bunny. There we go.
It's weird
That
that
was a
Jordan
classic.
Peele decides not to act anymore, but was willing to do Toy Story 4.
As a plus
It's weird
Bunny.
that they've had, you know,
Obviously Ducky,
my only relationship with Key and Peele is, you know, every bloody day I'm on that Facebook watch, and occasionally one of like those kind of clips will show up. It's weird how Keegan-Michael Key is kind of, you know, is a B-list comedy star, and Jordan Peele has gone on to just direct weird psychological horror films.
I forget.
Which none of which I've ever seen.
I
It's
forget
just a funny
Keegan-Michael Key exists. And then he pops up in something, I'm like, oh yeah, shit, that's... Like, he was Toad in the Mario movie, and I'm like, sure, that's Keegan-Michael Key.
At this
He's
point,
there.
I'm definitely not convinced that having Keegan-Michael Key in a film is a plus anymore. I don't see that name and go... Like, I just think his agent just says yes to fucking everything.
He just wants the money, doesn't he?
Like, fair enough, I respect the grind.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not going to see Keegan-Michael Key do theatre anytime soon, that's for sure.
I did see a funny tweet though about Wonka where someone said there was more heart and soul in Rowan Atkinson's delivery of the line "Run Away" than there was in any of Timothée Chalamet's lines. And I was like, that's good. I'll take it because that "Run Away" is fueled with.
I will say it once, and I will say it again till the day I die.
It's
Rowan
just
Atkinson
like,
is the best comedic actor of all time.
I've thought about
Enough
making
said.
a video on this. I think I've spoken on this podcast about making a video about that because I genuinely think you will not find a comedic actor who has such a grasp on like physical, like classical physical comedy as Rowan Atkinson does, and it's not just Mr. Bean. Because watch Johnny English. He's so funny. Even his little bits in Love Actually, it's the subtleness of like that against the ridiculousness of Mr. Bean.
Okay, I'm going to sidetrack this
Okay.
podcast with a question that could last us to the rest of the podcast.
Here we go.
Or could be over within 30 seconds.
Oh, I hope it's not over within 30 seconds.
Because I've been thinking about this. This isn't 5 people you want to interview.
Oh.
This is, I want to hear 5 people that you have a vested interest in multiple of their projects, and you would want to create like a Netflix documentary about them and their work.
Okay.
Because, right, I'm thinking...
Should we go back and forth?
Let's go back and forth. But, right, well, the reason why I say this is because Rowan Atkinson would 1,000% be one of them.
Okay.
Just because I think I really want to talk about him and his approaches, and I'm also thinking on the like multiple projects thing. I'm thinking you've got a Mr. Bean episode, you've got a Blackadder episode, you've got a Johnny English episode, you've got like your cameos in film, you know, like Love Actually, little things like that. That's my first shout.
I'm gonna go, and this might be really obvious. I'd love to have like a proper documentary about Wes Anderson. It's like the way, like, because you watch a film, you could watch a film that you haven't been told is Wes Anderson, and within the first 10 minutes you're gonna go, this is Wes Anderson, this one. And that fascinates me that he has such, and like his films are like you watch, like I watched Asteroid City, and then like the Grand Budapest Hotel are nowhere similar. Fantastic Mr. Fox, these are not similar films. Yet the way they're filmed and constructed, I'm like, it's just, and it's the way he could do it with Fantastic Mr. Fox, which obviously is not a live action film, yet it was still filmed in that way. It's just, that fascinates me in a very nerdy way.
Good. I love that. Right, my pick number 2 is going to be one that no one will be surprised by.
Okay.
Shout it out!
David Tennant!
Whoop, whoop.
Really funny if it wasn't David Tennant now.
I could chat to that man about everything. You know, we're talking... This would be my number one answer, to be fair. It was just Rowan Atkinson made for a better segue.
Yeah, it was a very good... I was impressed with the segue.
I think you've got Doctor Who, Jessica Jones, Good Omens, Broadchurch. As your 4, I have so much to talk about. And then from there, I could never stop having questions to ask David Tennant. I am obsessed with the man and his work. I unabashedly so.
This will not come... It's obviously it's Muppet themed. Steve Whitmire. Because he was
Kermit. Oh, you can pick dead ones as well.
Oh,
I know there are a couple of dead ones for you.
Because Steve Whitmire, obviously, for those who don't know, he took over as Kermit after Jim Henson died, and then like a decade, like I was gonna say a few years ago. It was so long ago now. He was like let go because of like creative differences, and it's never really explicitly been said why. So obviously, I'd love to sit down and have a chat about his time with the Muppets, but also what happened. And like, because it's
that would be great from a documentary. That's dramatic.
They will never say that Disney will never come out and say why they fired Whitmire. Whitmire's not allowed to say, but I would love to know what happened there and just his time with the Muppets and what it was like to go. The original voice of Kermit's gone. Your job. Like the pressure of that must be mental.
What's that fucking Joe Exotic Tiger one?
Oh, Tiger King.
Yeah, that would be like
that level,
That would be you making the Tiger King
that.
of Muppet content.
It would.
Be
That'd
great.
Incredible.
My third candidate, and because these are my 3 big answers, and then from here I've actually got to do some thinking.
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Good choice.
I think would have a lot of different. I think he has a lot of different perspectives, and I think for me, you know, it's about interest on different levels. For example, my first 2 answers are actors because that's what I do, and therefore I have my own questions and insights into that. With something like music, because I know nothing about it, I also have questions, but in a very different way, you know, and you go from In the Heights to Hamilton to Moana to Encanto to his acting gigs to bloody Tick Tick Boom. Yeah. Weirdly, I think Tick Tick Boom would be one of the things I'd really want to talk about with him. And, you know, what I'd be really curious to know is, does he feel like he was snubbed from awards conversations because he's Lin-Manuel Miranda? Because that was one of the big things I felt during the award season that year, was like people going, oh yeah, Andrew Garfield was break this and that. Oh, Lin-Manuel Miranda directed that. Oh no, we can't nominate him. The direction of that film is superb.
Yeah.
And I believe Oscar-worthy.
I want to watch that film again now.
Yeah,
it's such
great.
a good film. We should watch it. Have you seen Tick Tick Boom?
Oh, I've seen Tick Tick Boom. It's one of, genuinely, top 5 films.
It was the winter of first year where, my God, I fucking rinsed
I
like
remember.
3090.
Yeah.
Green.
And then I remember
Yeah,
our Spotify Wrapped of the year after. Both of us, I think Tick Tick Boom was everywhere. Just because
Little side note, I'm so excited for our Spotify Wrapped
I-
episode
right.
this year.
last year when we did it, so we recorded one in first year and it never got out. Cause
Yeah.
I
I don't think
got
we
corrupt for
recorded it
some reason.
intending for it to be
No.
a podcast, kind of like an extra video.
But then because from that point, I thought about Spotify Wrapped for like the first month and then stopped. I have not stopped thinking. We're in what, August now? We're nearly in September. I have not stopped thinking about what my Spotify Wrapped's going to look like this year. It's going to be all over the place, but I'm so excited.
Do you know, my problem is, and this mildly takes the fun out of it,
Oh.
but for example, I skip certain songs if I don't want that to be
James.
reflected in my Spotify
I do
Wrapped.
the same thing.
I'm
I will get to the point where I listen to a song because I'm like,
yeah, I
if it
want
comes
this
on
in
a
my
shuffle, I'm
Spotify
like, this
Wrapped.
has to be there. I'm going to keep it on. Yeah, no, I do. It kind of ruins it,
Yeah.
but then it kind of because it doesn't. Because I'm like, yeah, but I do. I'm glad
like,
to do it as well.
like
I'm
these are great songs. I want them to be represented.
like Life's a Treat with Sean the
Yeah.
Sheep. I'm like, yeah, we're playing it, we're repeating it. Great song.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, documentary.
I've got
baby.
3 left, right?
Yes.
These
Oh
are-
shit! I need something.
These are going to be 3 dead ones. I'm afraid. Whoops.
What, dead ideas or dead people?
So Robin Williams is an obvious one, just because he's done so many things that I love. Dead Poet Society is a great film. Obviously, Mrs. Doubtfire, The Genie. Like, there's so many things, and just how his brain thinks. Because obviously, he was known for that. He just would you couldn't give him a script because he just improvised the shit out of it. And I'd love to know how his brain worked with that. And I was like, what? How to be that quick-witted is just incredible, and that like characterful, just fair play.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Why?
First of all, it's a funny answer. Second of all, I genuinely do respect about the bloke is his transition from, let's face it, because this is someone who's come from, from pretty much poverty to doing wrestling, to doing acting, now being a businessman-y / producery kind of thing. That kind of like, and then like, even just like, as another thing, you've got like,
they drive. It's about
fuck's
it's
sake.
only
I
about
wasn't actually,
No.
but I might. To be fair, I might have ended up saying it unironically. To be fair, but then you've also, got his like, his frame and his working out, and it's like, I genuinely think that would be one more for me than like I could actually feel like I could make an interesting documentary.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's someone who I'd be very interested to see how their brain works.
I said that it'll be dead, but I've changed my mind on one of them. Jim Carrey.
Lovely.
Like, iconic in so, like, people are like, oh, he plays the same roles and everything, but he's so iconic. Like, the way it's his facial expressions, just the way he acts. Obviously, he's got a very specific way of acting. But, again, it's kind of like Robin Williams, where I'm like, to be that quick-witted, that funny so naturally, I'm just like, I'm just kind of amazed. I'm like, how does your brain work? And now he says like retiring. I'm like, and even going into that, like, because that's a massive decision. When you're Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
you've gone, I think I'm done now. It's like, that's a big thing for someone like Jim Carrey to say. For him to be like, I'd have to get a script that I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. For him to for him to do it. And I'm like, when you get to that point in your career, that's when you know you've made it, when you can start going, unless it's a great script, I'm done.
Yeah,
It's like-
I don't have to act
No,
anymore.
he's like,
I
can
will
be
act
done.
because I want
Yeah,
to act.
if a script comes across and I go, I have to. I think the way he literally worded it in that interview was, if a script is shown to me and I go, the world has to see this, then I'll do it. And I'm like, the fact that it's not even like I want to do it. So if he thinks the world needs to see it with him, I'm like, that's. Oh, there's a young on me. I'm like, that's fair. I'm like, yeah, just Jim Carrey. What a legend. What's your favourite Jim Carrey film?
My favourite Jim Carrey film is best film for me, Bruce Almighty.
Good.
Lot of nostalgia for me is Liar
Bruce
Liar.
Almighty. Oh, Liar Liar is very good.
Liar Liar is shit, I think, but I've got a lot of
It's-
nostalgia. I've got a lot.
My
lot
dad
of
loves
Liar
that
Liar.
film.
I think
Dean loves Liar
I think in a lot of ways it's a pretty bad film,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
really enjoy it. There are some
I
genuinely
could
funny
never get into
moments.
The Mask.
No, it's not mask.
Surprisingly, everyone was like, "Oh, the
Fucking-
masks are good," and I'm like, never. I
Pet
think
Detective
I
cunt.
think I've oh Ace Ventura, yeah, piss off.
Not so Ace.
I swear he did a Christmas Carol at one point. He did like the animated weird
Yeah,
Disney one,
I
didn't he?
think so.
The Grinch is class, though, isn't it? I love the Grinch.
My last pick, honestly, those are probably my more interesting picks. I think I certainly would. There'd be a few musicians I wouldn't say like no to sitting down and talking to. I think Billy Joel would be a big one. Yeah, a bit of Phil Collins maybe. I'd happily sit down to. Not because those would be more. I don't know much now. I'd have to do my research and then we'll see what we can come up with. But yeah, I'm just very curious for your. You know, if you're talking dead, obviously Freddie Mercury would be a...
Yeah, I was going to say Freddie Mercury.
Elton John.
Elton John, yeah.
That's, Elton John, especially as a live one, that would probably be massive.
I mean, I'd be stupid to sit here and not say Jim Henson, really, wouldn't I? That'd be outrageous for me to say.
Love as dreamers cheese.
Yeah, exactly that. Just because, you know, Jim Henson, I quite like the Muppets, in case you didn't know.
I would love to ask him to do a full blown. I hope there's something.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be my first
singing
question.
Both parts.
That'd be my first question. Can you do a rendition of either that or Moving Right Along? Because I know you can do a fuzzy voice. I know you can. That's a good little segment. I got us to like half the podcast.
Well, I think we'll get the 8-minute segment at the start. We're on 38 minutes. We can fuck this shit off if we want.
We said before we record this, if it ends up being half an hour, it's only half
all
an hour.
good.
But now we're on 38 minutes.
Oh, let's get to fucking 4. No, well, we're not on fucking 38 minutes. We're on 37 because some dickhead said something that I've got to edit out. I've got to actually edit this podcast. You're a twat. Oh yeah. Do you have any person that you'd really love to make a documentary? Taylor Swift moving the fuck on.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I was going to say.
Right, not Taylor. You can't interview Taylor
Sorry,
Swift.
but we spoke about on this podcast how shitty this Taylor... Because Taylor Swift comes out with versions of, like, Taylor's versions of songs. I didn't know what this meant until recently. What a fucking cunt!
Just
what
money
a fucking whore!
Jess has walked away, I think, out of pure anger for the fact that we're slandering
I never knew what Taylor's version meant, and I didn't know it was like the same, like it was the same song she'd done before. And now I found out what it meant, and I'm really upset.
Oh, I'm Taylor Swift. I don't have enough money.
I want all the money.
I sacked my security guard because they take a fucking video outside my thing.
That wasn't her who sacked her. That was a security company that has nothing to do
Then she
with
should
that.
unsack him or give him a better job. Because bloke is a fucking normal. He's just taking a fucking video. And why you're Taylor fucking Swift. You
don't need the money.
Let's be honest, Taylor Swift is probably a billionaire.
I think she's fine.
I'm sure she's going to be fine.
How much is she charging for those tour tickets? I think she's fine.
Oh, wait.
I think she's okay.
So I signed this business deal, you know, to make me, you know, a recording artist. Now, because I'm big and famous, I don't like the fact that I signed a deal when I wasn't famous, so therefore I'm going to re-release all my versions.
But
which
open bracket, Taylor's version, close bracket.
And then make my fans feel guilty for listening to the old versions, and instead they should listen to these new versions
so
instead.
I get all the money.
Because these new versions make me more money. You are a selfish, money-grabbing whore.
You are, to be fair. I know you're listening.
You're not a whore.
Tay.
That was a bit far.
That was a bit.
But, you know,
Still a money grabber.
I disagree with your morals, especially when, instead of re-recording all these old albums, you could just make some new fucking music.
How does that sound,
Or do a couple more tours.
Yeah. And then charge, like, 200 quid for a ticket.
You're a money... And the problem is, it's also, like, fair enough. If she feels like she signed a bad business deal, fair enough. I understand the pain of that. You're at the point where you're re-releasing your own music to make more money. You're not an artist anymore. You're a business person, and you've sold the soul of what you're doing.
It's kind of lost it now.
Yeah, like because bear in mind, presumably you can produce, and you're famous. You're very famous, and presumably you're producing all these new albums under your own name and making all of the money from them.
Yeah, it's your.
So
that's the point of the Taylor's version now, isn't it?
So you can still go forth and make without the business deals you previously signed. Go forward and make loads more money with new music.
But you're not.
Instead, you're selling out and you're going, how do I make music? How do I make money off music
I
that's
know.
already written?
Taylor's version. My version, not
What are your
theirs.
thoughts on
Right.
Taylor's version, Jess?
You already know. I'm not going to start. You're going to start an argument. Okay, so stop.
No.
You're trying to beef me, bro.
No, it's what a podcast is.
Yes.
You're trying
podcast.
to beef me. Yeah,
No, it's a discussion.
No, because as a Swiftie,
Sorry, this is a
Are
great
you-
title. Taylor Swift's a sellout.
yeah.
You don't actually get a bag for having Taylor Swift in style.
I know.
Oh, can you get people to watch the Plymouth vlog, please?
Watch
What
the
the
fucking
fucking
Plymouth
Plymouth
vlog.
vlog. Anyway,
It's
can
the
you give
top
my
link.
opinion?
That was really in sync.
Yeah.
Sorry, just so you know, top link in the description in all caps is watch the Plymouth vlog and the link to the Plymouth
Can you
vlog.
make it a funny bit in all your Plymouth vlogs? We've already done a Plymouth vlog, and we should go.
I
Watch it.
will. Don't worry. Yeah.
Great. Anyway, Jess, give your opinion just for the audio listeners.
Yeah.
I love Taylor Swift. I always will, and I love her new music.
And that's the kind of thing she's preying on.
The blind fucking loyalty. She doesn't love you.
Okay.
She
She
is
doesn't know
taking
me.
your
You're a
money.
number.
You are
I know,
a
she
number.
doesn't know me.
You are putting money in her. You are her tax write-off.
I don't mind.
Thanks to you, she loves HMRC.
You are helping her launder that sweet, sweet money.
Money laundering. Like an American sweet shop.
You said you had other notes. I'm not sure we did. Two
Oh,
of
one
them.
of them was just very amusing, is that I found that you have a new phrase you say. No, and it's so good.
Oh,
Oh, what do you think it is?
Shiver me timbers.
No, go on, what do you think it is?
I can't remember. It might be what you're. Because you have got a new phrase, but
So this, you literally said it about 5 seconds, like 5 minutes before we started the podcast. And it's when you start a sentence and then you'll stop and go, this is probably podcast content. And then continue. It is honestly my favourite thing because you'll start to tell a story. Pause again, this is probably podcast content. And then continue. And there's just something about it. That's so funny.
It's
that,
like
because
it's
that's
like
how
a
this
metaphor for
podcast
putting
started.
things in brackets,
Yeah,
isn't it?
because it's now how this literally we were at Favourite having a chat. Like, oh, we should record this, and now you'll just go. See, this is probably podcast content.
See, my
And
mind's
they
just
continue.
always on the bloody
It's
content
So
for
funny.
you
We're
lot.
we're so lovely to you.
Uh,
Mab version. There you go. You can have that.
Yeah.
Should we call? That's what this episode should be called. Episode 73. Mab's version.
In other news, I got a pizza. Reduced.
Yeah, what pizza was it?
Just pepperoni.
How much? Talk to. What was it?
So
with
it
Strongman
was
too?
scheduled at £4,
Scheduled. Like the fucking GWR to Truro.
but guess what? It was reduced to £2 fucking 50.
That's almost half price. That's almost half price. Come on, Breen.
Have I told Come On Brain on the podcast?
No, you
I think
need
you
to
have.
though. That's a great note to end on. Come on, Breen.
Right, well,
Not
this
now,
person won't
Breen.
watch this, so I can't get away with this. Basically, I'm working with someone at the moment, and they are very,
Go on.
let's say, attention-seeking.
No, sorry.
I'm
You
not
tried.
talking about me.
It's the way you tried to come up with a polite way. You're very attention-seeking. It sounded like you were going to come up with a polite way and just didn't.
So they will just kind of like sometimes sit in the corner, and if they're having an off day and want some attention, they will literally just sit there going, "Come on, brain! Come on, brain! Oh, what's going on with my brain today? Oh."
That's what I do when I get a 10 of 10. I just sit there and go, come on, Brain!
And it's the way then. She has this running joke where she calls her brain Brian sometimes.
You've never told us that
Haven't.
before! That's amazing!
So she's
You've
just.
just rearranged 2 of the letters! That's so uncreative!
So she's
You
just.
played Scrabble!
She's just literally just going there for her little bit, which she really thinks is funny. She's just going, Brian, I've lost Brian.
like a fucking Family Guy! That's amazing! Come on with a name for your brain, you just switch 2 letters around. That's class, that
What
one.
mildly pisses me off is the fact that when she's getting really like stressy, she needs like I think it's like a pepperminty oil thing to like calm down. So she has a little neck
Is it like an essential oil? Because they piss me
thing
off. If it's an
that she
essential oil, I already have it.
that she'll literally just pop onto her little thing that she has tied through her hair and sniff it, like draw it. So we'll be like at the wheel and she'll just sniff it like ketamine.
Maybe it's ketamine.
But it's to be fair though.
Can I? Right, this isn't a note I had, but if
Yeah,
I
improvise,
hate
baby.
the term essential oil.
It's not
If it was essential,
dickhead.
I'd have it, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
No, would it? Oh, have you got an essential oil? Well, probably. If it's essential, I've probably already got it, dickhead.
Yeah.
Do you know what's essential oil? Do you know?
I
You
don't
sound the
like
kind of
them
person
because they
that
give me
knows.
headaches.
What is it though? Where do you put it?
I don't understand. Some are edible that you can put on your tongue.
Edible?
To be fair though, I don't mind an edible. To be fair.
Yeah. Ketamine.
Yes, I love the ketamine edible.
No,
I love it. Yeah, I don't mess with essential oils.
I don't mess with essential oil. What are they gonna do?
Nah, yeah.
Take you on an acid trip. It's just a fucking.
I don't
sunflower
square up
oil.
to no edible fun.
Jotar.
Oh yeah, if you're worried about the racism, we don't have to sing, so it's all good.
Oh yeah, racism update. We don't have to. So we're not going to. Simple as that, really. Isn't it?
Yeah, cool.
We watched. Me and Bug were watching. Like I had music on my laptop, and it just came on Benjamin Clipson. I was like, oh, Benjamin Clipson, and we figured out.
That was mildly Hitlerish.
And we figured out that if you listen, the brothers aren't singing in an accent.
Yeah.
In the pro. Yeah. In the pro shop. In the pro shop.
But the
it's
problem
just-
is some of our brothers are.
Oh,
I
yeah,
do
yeah,
not
they
want
are.
that to be confused
But
for
that's
me.
because okay, we're not going to get too full. But their thing was, oh, it's okay and this, that, and the other. But if you listen to the pro shop, the brothers are just singing it in their voice, and it's only Judah who's singing it in the accent that the actor has. Like he's not putting on a that's.
I love how
speaks.
you would be the most culturally appropriate person.
And you're
to
literally
do
playing
song,
the
but they
character.
literally won't let you because you're a girl.
No, you're literally playing the character that is written to sing that song.
Which to be fair,
I mean, even if I did do it, it's still so far away from being culturally appropriate.
but like let's
But
be
it'd be
honest.
better than John
If
did.
they're
Yeah,
like,
the
no,
reason
it
I'm
has
not
to
doing
be
it
in
is
an
I'm a
accent.
girl.
Excuse me. Well, yes, but let's be honest. If their point is, yo, we have to do it the way people are expecting us to do it, so we have to do it in the accents. I guess their point also kind of stands for people are expecting it to be a bloke, so it's got to be a bloke.
Yeah.
Well, then just don't cast me as a brother.
It's-
That is also.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have stayed if you were a wife, would you?
Yeah, I would have.
I wouldn't have.
Being a wife
They
is
specifically
shit.
asked
They don't
you
do
if
anything.
you wanted
Yeah,
to be
they
brother.
specifically asked if I wanted to be a brother.
But let's face it, you probably would. Do you reckon you'd have been given a wife if you weren't mates with us? Because obviously, I reckon it was
Would
kind
you
of
have
like
stayed if you were
it
a
was the
wife?
boys'
Yeah, I would've
banter
stayed
that
if I
got
was
you.
a wife.
Oh, I wouldn't have. If I was
Nah.
a girl, I was like, oh,
Shit,
no,
man.
that's no
I'd have done a Freya and fucked off.
I don't blame
Just
Freya.
say what's what?
Hi,
I
Freya.
don't think she'd mind.
I
if
don't think
said
she'll be
that.
offended. I don't blame her.
Did she end up doing something in Birmingham?
Apparently.
When they come.
Of
If
course,
they
Scott,
could. Coventry. dickhead.
Right, Jess. I think sure.
Just kind of.
It's not your podcast. It's our podcast. Thank you.
Yeah. It's Mab's version.
What are your thoughts on Tay Tay?
I don't know how.
Money grabbing cunt, right?
Because I don't know. I've not really experienced Tay Tay outside of the screaming goat memes, so.
I do love the screaming goat
I
meme.
do
I'm not
like
aware of
the-
it.
Trouble!
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I do know.
That's-
that.
Russell Howard's
that's
Good
my
News
Tay
loves
Tay
that.
experience, so I don't have much of an opinion on
That's
that.
the only memory I have of that meme that been played on Russell Howard's Good News. I used to love Russell Howard's Good News.
I love that.
Yeah, I used to. I still occasionally watch some of the YouTube clips.
I
Yeah,
went to
good.
see him live with my dad as a good luck at uni gift.
I would happily go see.
I would.
He's one of the comedians I would like to go see at some
Yes.
point.
I was the only person in the audience who whooped when he was supporting trans rights. We were in Plymouth. There's an audience of quite
Racist.
well, I assume Devon,
Racist?
Cornwall,
You just presume at this point with
I wasn't sure
ex-Cornish.
she was talking about
Devon, Cornwall
LGBT was
Semi-
crowd,
Cornish, yeah.
quite old, and it was just me going woo, and then it went oh fuck.
Nah, square up to them.
Yeah. Not Russell though.
No.
We love Russell.
No, he was being pro.
Wasn't
He's from Bristol, isn't he, Russell Howard?
He's Bristolian.
He's Bristolian, watch out. Him and Stephen Merchant, love it.
I love that.
I love Stephen Merchant.
See, if you're lanky, blonde, and from Bristol, you've got to be funny.
Yeah, that's the rule.
Oh, it's for you, to be fair.
Oh, thank you. I'm a legend. What? I just wanted to shout at Jess.
To be fair, that's funny. Thanks for watching.
Can you
I'm
two come
tired
in for a
now, to
thumbnail
be
shot?
fair.
Can we do a thumbnail shot with all
Not
four of
gonna
us?
lie.
Because that would do good clicks. What should we do? Should we all laugh at Jess?
Wait, can you just like Just for the clickbait. What you do?
We're gonna get demonetized. We don't get monetized.
Get your fucking tits out. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Everyone close their... Wait,
Don't
it's
flash
on
the
camera!
camera! Don't flash the camera!
Why was your instinct to flash the camera?
Goodbye. What was that? You're right,
Just
fine.
killed me.
Just killed yourself,
Goodbye.
apparently. Big up, Macbeth.
Jess,
No,
one
it's
word.
That was Hamlet who wanted to kill himself.
Can you give
not
us
Macbeth, wasn't it?
a one-word review of your day?
delicious.
Oh, you can't.
We all hate Jess. Why are you trying to lick me?
We all hate Jessalyn. No, I can't wait until she's fucking dead. I said, ooh, if she died in the night, I honestly think I would come rainbows.